Alright, gang. I finally got myself together after all these long mornings that I fell asleep and was very, very tired from my trip coming back from Vegas. So finally decided it's time that I can put the trip report together. So to start you off, I got there in Vegas, landed 7:15 in the evening on Tuesday night, and then checking in at the El Cortez. Very, very nice place. Met Rick and Josie there. They were also staying at the El Cortez. I want to thank the staff and management at the El Cortez for taking care of us. Special thanks to Adam Weisberg, who is the general manager there. Very, very nice person. Thank you, Adam, for comping our rooms, my scooter, our meals. Thank you very, very much. So anyway, we got in at the El Cortez and played some at the El Cortez for a while. Then started to move on to other hotels, looking at the place and seeing how the tables were in the different casinos. So that day wasn't too bad. We made some money, which was great. I mean, first time there and starting to play on the first day. Sometimes you just need to warm up, check out how the tables are doing. So we ended up ending the night probably on the plus side. Not much, but on the plus side. And then the next day, which was Wednesday, we went to Casino Quest. And they're in at the Fashion Show Mall. Nice place they got. I finally got to meet Dave, because back in my couple months back when we were at Orleans shooting our videos there, Alex came down and met us there, as Dave couldn't make it. So this time I finally got to meet Dave at the Casino Quest. Really, really nice guy. Alex is also a really nice guy. I mean, these people, they got their things together. And they have a nice shop there at the Fashion Show Mall. So we did shoot a small video session of us playing on the tables. And we had a great time. We had Robert with us, we had Fuji, we had Bobby, and some other people with us. And so we did a small recording there, which I will post later. After leaving the Fashion Show Mall, I did my filming at the El Cortez. They were nice enough to let me film there live Craps for You. And so I'll be putting those live craps video out for you. We recorded there about 2.5 hours, and very nice people, very good dealers. Our box person and supervisor at the table was this lady, Kim. Very, very, very nice, very friendly. I'd like to go back there and play. In fact, I will when I go back on my next trip. So I'll be putting out that 2.5 minutes or hours worth of live video, maybe in 30-minute sections once a week. So for the next 5 weeks or so, when I get started with that, I'll be putting out 30-minute video sections at a time. A lot of the Craps Nation people were there, so we started off on the table with I think it was myself, Rick, Eddie, Bobby, Super Mario, and Fuji. So 6 of us started on the table, and we could have filled the table up to 8, but that would take longer for the dice to come back around to us. So we started with 6, and then we started to switch out and let other Craps Nation people step on and roll and play with us, which was great. We all had a great time. So we recorded. We were supposed to record from 2 to 4, but the management allowed us to record another half an hour so everyone could be playing. After that, we went across the street to this sushi place called I think Sushi Ichiban, and all you could eat for $27.99. and it was great sushi, great food. I mean, you even had some like chicken teriyaki with rice, whatever you wanted. They'll bring you the menu. It wasn't a buffet. They'll bring you the menu, and you pick off the menu, and you can just keep ordering and ordering and ordering until you just can't eat anymore. And there was a lot of choices. So if you ever have a chance, go down and try out the sushi place right across the street of El Cortez. So it actually belongs part of El Cortez, but it's just set up across the street. So don't forget that Sushi Ichiban. So after that, we went and played some more at the tables, and I think we ended up a little bit at the Nugget, a little bit at the Fremont, down to Golden Gate, played some over there, and called it a night. The following day, Rick wanted us to go ahead and find maybe a place that was smaller minimum table limits. So the Grand, which was the Old Lady Luck, it's in the back of the Fremont. And those of you who are locals from Hawaii, we always go to that beef jerky store. Well, it's straight down that aisle of the beef jerky store between Fremont and that beef jerky store. Used to be the Old Lady Luck. I think they shut down for over a year, and now they have reopened, I think last year, as the Grand. So Rick found out that those tables are $5 tables, but they don't open till 11 in the morning. So we went over there early, and we ended up opening up the tables at the Grand, $5 tables. I think they were, if I'm not mistaken, 12-foot tables. Not a lot of bounce, so it was pretty good tables. If you get a chance, if you're looking for a low minimum amount for playing, then the Grand is $5. The Nugget, it was more, they started off maybe earlier during the day as $10 tables, and then they go to 15, and I think they had one $25 table. So they were pretty busy, but if you waited around, you could get on, especially late in the evening or early in the morning. The Fremont, when we went there, there were $10 tables also, and later on they become $15 tables. I like those tables. They're not really bouncy. The dealers there are friendly, and staff and management are pretty friendly, which is great. The El Cortez, again, was a $10 table all day long. I didn't see them raise it, but they might, if they're busy, they might open one at 15, one at 10. Again, the dealers are great. The table is great to throw on. Kim was there, and she was great. Also, Pat is also at the nighttime that runs those tables in there, and he's like the floor manager in there. So if you have a chance, go and stop and play at the El Cortez. I think you'll really like that place. It has a lot of heritage. They were opened back in 1941, so they try to keep the place like it used to be during the days when the mob used to run Vegas, you know. I mean, you see Adam, he's the general manager, and yet he's on the floor walking around all day long. You stop and say hi to him, and he'll take the time to talk to you. Other hotels that are now run by businesses, you're rarely going to see the top people on the floor. And so I kind of really like the El Cortez. So maybe on my next trip, I'll go back and stay there for a few days and enjoy myself. You know, down on the Fremont Street, it's really, really busy. So there's a lot of noise, a lot of things going on. So El Cortez is 2 blocks down from, if you're at the D, instead of walking up to the plaza, you walk the other way, the other direction, straight down, 2 blocks down, and it's on your left. And it's a more quiet place, so you don't have all that noise that you have up on the Fremont Express. So if you want to just kick back, enjoy yourself, then go to the El Cortez. It's a very nice place, a lot of slot machines. They have good eating places there, and I would recommend staying there. So I know a lot of locals go to the Cal, Fremont, Main Street, places like that. But if you enjoy yourself in that kind of atmosphere, the El Cortez will bring you that and much more. Okay, so anyway, we did play a lot. We played till late at night, and like I said, and then we got up early in the morning and played till again late at night. I took a beating on that. I guess it was like Thursday. Like I said, get up 4 in the morning, play 10 hours at the Fremont, and the tables were just not hitting. And I insisted on staying, insisting that it's going to change. Big mistake on my part because the table never did change, and took my massive losses at that hotel. So it's not the hotel's fault. It's just that the tables were not hitting, nobody throwing, and I stayed too long. And that's why a lot of times in my videos I say to you, do as I say, not as I do. Because back in the day, you know, we were always playing long, long hours, whether the table were good or bad. We always felt the table was going to change, and a lot of times it did, and we made our money back. Again, we should have walked, which we didn't. Okay, so anyway, most of the time, the Craps Nation people, Eddie Bird Dog, G-Dub, James Bond, Will, Henry Trin, Silent Shooter, they were all going to different hotels up on the strip, Luxor, here, there, playing their, I think, Crapless Craps. And they got lucky one night, and I heard that Super Mario threw like a 30-row hand, and somebody else also threw a 30-row hand. And then the lady picked up the dice and threw for 2 hours. 2 hours, okay? Now that's a hell of a hand. My luck is I was not there. I was downtown with Rick and Bobby and Robert and Fuji, and that's just how it goes, right? Being in the right place at the right time. Well, this time I wasn't, so I came back negative. Sorry to say, but it happens that way. So a lot of times so far, my reports have been I came back negative. Not that I haven't won, you know, like I won 800 on Rick's 11 roll hand. He threw it 11 times, but I made $800. So there were times I did make money, but then more times than not, the tables did not roll well for us. Well, at least for me. So again, back to the filming. I had a lot of Craps Nations people that we put on the table and recorded them. And after that, we went into Ike's Bar, which is located in the El Cortez. And again, management took care of us. Again, thank you, Adam. All the rounds of drinks were free. And that was unbelievable that the staff and management did that for us. So I want to thank them very, very much for taking care of us as we're there at the El Cortez. So anyway, that's it for the trip report. I'll be putting out the videos, like I said, in 30-minute segments, one every week until we get through the 2.5 hours. Please stay tuned for that, and hope you enjoy it. So until my next trip in September, unless I decide to go earlier, we'll see you then again. So thanks for being a supporter of Craps Hawaii. Thank you for leaving a thumbs up, hitting the notification bell, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Really appreciate that. And appreciate all of you who keep up with Craps Hawaii. Again, thank you very much. Don't forget, when you're in the casinos, please play to stay alive.